Traders, I'm going to show you professional trading signals that really work that only cost $49 a year. And I'm going to show you some real live examples today.
Welcome to HolyGrail Algo, simplified trading. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. HolyGrail Algo is not liable for any loss or damages which may result directly or indirectly from such content.
Hello traders. First, let me say that I am absolutely not a professional trader. In fact, to be quite honest with you, I'm pretty much an average trader at best. I've lost trades and won trades just like everybody else. We wanted to build an entire system that was easy, extremely easy. It was put signals on your chart when to trade. And two, we wanted to make it affordable. Our products, our indicators and tools that we have are $49 for the year. It's an incredible value. We put these together and they form an entire system. And we've even given you a roadmap on how to use these. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to break down how these work and how you can catch the market in both ways, in a trending market and in a reversal market. We've got signals that do both and they work together. And today I'm going to show you how that works. This is March the 5th, and I had posted this in the Discord. This was the microDAO, the MYM, and you can see I got a clear print signal on my chart. I really didn't think about it. I just placed the order, got in the trade with 2 micro contracts, and got a massive trade out of this. I stayed in this trade for multiple candles and got a really big trade out of it. You can see that on there. Didn't have to think about it much, just took the trade. Here is the next trade. This is gold, and it did the same thing. Also in pre-market, it's a micro gold. I did with 2 micro contracts, placed a clear print signal on my chart. I didn't really think about it much. I just placed the trade, got in it, trust the process, and got a massive 12-point win out of this one right here with 2 contracts. Then for my third trade, here's the micro oil, the MCL, and we got a pivot signal here. Now this is what's called a reversal. This is another indicator we have called our strength indicator, and you can see the blue pivot right there, and it was telling me that the market's going to reverse, and I got a massive trade out of this right here. I just did with 1 contract, 1 micro, but got a really big trade out of this one right here. Now I trade on 5 different instruments, and here is the MNQ. Now this is this morning, March the 5th. You can see we had a clear short print right here, right there on our screen. It's easy to understand. It got in. You can see it pulled down, had a really big trade out of this. This was massive. I didn't take this trade as I was already in the other 2 at the time, but you can see what happened here. And you can see the bull print down there. Now that's on our strength indicator. So what we have here is we have our long and short signals that we have on here that'll print longs and shorts. We have a trend band, that is the green and red band going across there. We also have channel breaks, that is the green and red band that you see going across there. We also have a cumulative delta. This tells us when to get in a trade with the volume. In other words, it's the imbalance between the buyers and the sellers. Makes it very simple to understand that when cumulative delta gets to a high degree, you probably want to get in the trade and trade with the traders. And we have hundreds and hundreds that are using the cumulative delta and really enjoy this. This really helps to understand when maybe the best time to get in this trade would be, when it gets to a certain point. Because sometimes I don't take these shorts right away. I wait till the cumulative delta comes up to match that, and then I get in the trade. Here also March the 5th, we had the MES. I didn't take this trade either. I was already in the other 2 trades, and sometimes it's kind of hard to manage 4 and 5 trades at the same time. But you can see what happened here. The short print right there on the screen, right there, easy to follow. It had broken down below the trend band. The cumulative delta at that time, now right now it's showing that it's green because it's already on its way back up. But at the time it was very high for pre-market, and beautiful trade signals, and you can see what happened. Then you can see we got a bull down there. It knew that this thing was going to reverse the other way, and it actually printed that. Now I typically don't trade on the bulls. I trade on the pivots, and we'll go through that here in just a little bit. Here we have the micro oil. Now this is this morning, again, March the 5th, and you can see what happened here. We had a couple of long prints right there in the chart. You can see now both of these were really good trades. And again, this is pre-market. And if you notice, we have pivots at the bottom that followed those. So it knew that the market was going to pull back, and that's exactly what happened. It pushed down, went right back to the trend band. The trend band serves as a really big support here. Then a little bit later here, about 9 a.m. Eastern, it had another long print. You get back in this, ride this up. I didn't take that. I was already in the other ones, but I did take the pivot, the second pivot here where it dropped. And I had also posted a screenshot there of this trade in the Discord today. But this one here was a really big drop. It knew the market was going to do that. It printed the pivot on there. These are easy to follow. So these are reversals is what the strength indicator does, and it catches those. Here we've got the micro gold. Now I showed an earlier shot of this, of me actually taking this one right here. But this is and I posted this in our Discord as well. But you can see we have a clear short signal here coming down. And I took this. This was the one that gave me the really big trade this morning. This was 12 points on this, but I took this trade right then. Now you can see what happened here. We've got two short signals here. The first one is the actual short print itself. The second one, the candle right after that, is a triangle above it. That is our channel break. So what happened was, not only did we get a short print, but we also got another confirmation. And we have a lot of traders that trade on what's called our channel breaks indicator, and that's where that comes from. You can get alerts on these as well. We show you how to do that. And again, really nice trade on this one right here. By the way, I got to show you this. Now, I showed you earlier. This is the MNQ. This is while I was making this video. This is what happened. There was a second short print on your screen here. That's the one to the right. Now, I showed you the first one there, the first short earlier. That was in pre-market. We just had another one. Now, this was a 50-point signal right here. This had dropped while I was making the video. I went over there to check something real quick. You can see the cumulative delta was high. It was actually higher than that at the time that this actually happened. So this is beautiful. This is a 50-point trade. Again, this is to show you how simple this is to use. You'll see the signals. We can take these trades, and there's some other confluences here that I'll show you, and I'll show you how we actually use this as a full system. We also provide a PDF file that all of our users get, and it shows some examples of when to take trades and when not to, because sometimes the most important trades is the trades that you do not take, and we show you the ones that we want to do this. Now, what we have here is we've got our trend band. That is the red and green band going through here. We have our channel breaks. That is these red and green channels that you see at the above and below the price action that you see go there, and there's alerts on these. When these break out of these channels, they can be very, very powerful. And obviously our long and short prints that are on here. So one thing you'll notice with our trend band is the candles are recolored, and it does this on purpose, and it makes it clear to know that, hey, look, I probably shouldn't go long on a red candle, and I probably shouldn't go short on a green candle. It's another confluence. It's another filter that we use to help filter out the bad trades that you might want to take. Here's another example that we have also in that PDF of the oil, and you can see that it did some really nice trades, but then there's some trades that we probably don't want to take. These were trades that might get us into trouble, and you can see we clearly define these. We have a PDF that kind of covers all this, but you can see all of the really good trades. There was multiple trades that happened that day in this example right here that we give you. And here's another example of the MES, and it shows you how it's using the channel breaks. In other words, we don't want to take these trades until it clearly breaks out of these and gives a confirmation. And you can show the examples that we did. And I took a lot of these trades, by the way, and I wanted to show some examples of when to take trades and when not to take trades using this easy to follow system.
We have built an entire trading system that's easy to follow, that has lots of different examples, and we give you videos. We also give you a PDF file to follow along of when to take trades, when not to take trades, and we made it affordable. All of these tools are just $49 for the year. Incredible value.
You can also join our Discord. In our Discord, you will see some of the examples of some of the trades that not only did I take, but some of our other traders. We got some magnificent, I think we have better traders in our Discord than what I am. I see some of these guys that are posting these trades, and I got to admit, they're really good at this. And this system made it quite easy for them to do that. I'll put a link for the Discord in the description of this video below. So I hope this helps. I hope it helps you understand there is affordable, professional, easy systems that you can trade. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Happy trading.